Hey you guys, it's Britt. Today I'm here to do a little rant video. I had a few things I wanted to rant about, so if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so typically rant videos can be made to be kind of funny and lighthearted. A couple of these issues that I have are serious in nature, but I wanted to get them off of my chest and open a dialogue with you guys in the comment section. Feel free to leave your issues down below. We can use this as a rant video comment section sort of vibe. You guys know what I mean. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to rant about is the beauty influencer Amanda Ensing. If you guys don't know who Amanda is, I discovered her several years ago because she did a video. I'll throw up the thumbnail right here. It was like a glowy foundation video or routine. And I thought she was cool. She did a really good video. I was subscribed to her for probably about 3 months. I just didn't really care for her content aside from that video. Then I went back to check on her because a lot of times what I'll do is if I unsubscribe from someone, I'll go back to their channel like a year later or 2 years later, just see what they're doing. Have they changed their content? Are they a completely different person? Like, what's good? And that's what I did with her. And so I was about a 3-month subscriber, unfollowed her because I just didn't care for it. And then I went back and saw that like she moved to LA. She started like having a ton of, I'm all for people getting fillers and stuff, but homegirl, in my personal opinion, went a little overboard with like the lip fillers and the Botox. She didn't even look like the same person that I saw in that original video. And if that's your thing, fine. She was sort of morphing into the typical LA beauty influencer, and that's not the type of content that I like to consume. I think it's very fake and phony, and it's just not my thing. So fast forward to this year, well, not this year, 2020, and she came out as a very vocal Trump supporter. And there for a while, I was like, fine, we can all have our, views on politics, and that's all, whatever. However, my issue with her came to a boiling point when our Capitol here in DC was raided and breached by extremist Trump supporters. So if you guys don't know, I am born and raised DC, and I have a ton of love for the city of DC. I have so many positive memories attached to the city, and driving by the landmarks, I can tie them back to certain nights of being out, and it's a lot. I have a ton of memories attached to certain places in DC. That being said, Amanda decided that she was going to use her platform while the Capitol was being breached and vandalized and attacked to spread conspiracy theories on social media. I am convinced, and don't get me started on the fact that she is a false prophet. She went through the whole Esther thing, how she is, I'll link some other videos down below for you guys. Anyway, I'm not even talking about that. When our nation's capital was literally falling to pieces on Wednesday, she decided to use her platform to spread conspiracy theories and basically just fan the flames. It was grossly irresponsible, in my opinion, and it confirmed what I thought before, and that she is at the point where she's sort of irrelevant in the beauty community, and I believe that she's now taking the route to do outrage marketing. So she's going to have people talk about her in a negative light, hoping that it's going to send more traffic to her channels or to her channel and her social media platforms. I am completely done with this shit at this point. Here's the thing. I don't get political on my channel, but I will say this. At this point, if you are okay with what happened at the Capitol on Wednesday, if you think that is okay or patriotism or anything positive, I don't know what to tell you. I cannot even begin to try to understand anyone that would support what happened on Wednesday. And the reason that I'm talking about her is I was already planning on talking about her in a video. And I'm actually kind of glad that I waited, because what she did Wednesday basically confirmed exactly what I thought of her, in that she is just so thirsty for any kind of attention. And at this point, I believe that she's going to continue with outrage marketing, and she is going to have people talk about her in a negative light, hoping that it will somehow keep her relevant. But people like that, I have no time for. I think it's disgusting, and I don't believe that she deserves a platform that's getting any positive attention. Leading from the Amanda Ensing topic, I also wanted to mention that there's been a couple of YouTubers who have described what happened at the Capitol in DC on Wednesday as protesting. I don't know if y'all just have no fucking clue what you're talking about. What happened on Wednesday was not protesting. They breached the Capitol, they vandalized the inside of it, and in my personal opinion, what happened there was not protesting, it was domestic terror. It is what it is. That's the way I see it. And like I said, if anyone is okay with what happened on Wednesday, I don't even know how to even try to have a conversation with that. I am all for having healthy conversations about differing viewpoints, and whether it's religion, politics, or even something more casual like commentary, unpopular opinions. I like having two different sides and, having a healthy conversation. But there are a couple times where I have to kind of throw my hands up, and I would say that if you're okay with what happened on Wednesday, or if you think that that was good or a positive thing to happen, I don't know if I could have a conversation with someone that sees that as good. Next, let's talk about influencers who are doing collaborations in the middle of a pandemic. I have seen this for the past several months, and I have held my tongue and not said anything, hoping that maybe it was just this one group of YouTubers that was doing it. But I feel like over the last 5 to 6 months especially, it has picked up to the point where I can no longer ignore it. I know a lot of influencers and YouTubers will use the excuse that, well, I'm getting tested every week, my friends are getting tested every week so that we can do our collabs. If it is that big of a deal for you to do an in-person collab in the middle of a pandemic, I would suggest that you use your resources and your energy on something besides making videos. There are people who have been quarantined in their home for over 10 months now. We are going on a year where people have not seen their family, they have not traveled, they have not been able to go into their office, they barely can go out and get groceries. And to see these influencers going to each other's mansions in California, where the numbers for are astronomical in California, especially Southern California in Los Angeles County, it pisses me off to no end to see them consistently at each other's houses, at parties, at dinner, doing all of these things. The entitlement is so grossly irresponsible. Now, I understand that some people might look at it and say, well, a lot of these influencers are young. They don't realize how serious of an issue this is. These are also the same influencers who have parents, PR teams, managers, and many adults that are much older than than them in their lives. So I would hope that if the young influencer is so dumb to want to do in-person collabs or go to a birthday party, that someone in a mentor role, whether it was a parent or a manager, would step in and say, this is going to look really bad for your audience, especially your young audience, because young people are the ones that are influenced by these influencers. So they're going to look at it and say, well, these people are hanging out in person. Why can't I hang out with my friends in person? I really wish that, I don't think that this will happen. I really wish that influencers would start using their platform for good. And I realize that some of them do use their platform for good. But when you have the ones using their platform for good and then turning around and doing multiple in-person collabs, or going to get dinner with 10 friends in LA, or going to someone's birthday party where there's not social distancing and nobody's wearing a mask, that's what I talk about when I say trust is earned in drops and lost in buckets when it comes to not only influencers, but any YouTuber. So you can build up your platform doing all of these amazing things, but then you do something like that, and for me personally, this is just the way I make decisions, all that other shit kind of goes down the drain. Whether it's permanent or temporary, I cannot understand how an in-person collab is that important. Why don't you show people that you can actually use modern technology to use Zoom or FaceTime, and you can still make it a collab, but you're showing responsibility by not having people in your house or not being in someone else's house during a fucking. The last thing that I want to talk about, and this won't take long because I really couldn't care less, but I'm so tired of seeing these videos all over YouTube. In between what was going on in my city on Wednesday with the Capitol and the entire nation just in shambles, and the fact that we are still dealing with, going on a year, a horrible where people have lost their jobs, lost loved ones, not been able to live anything remote to a normal life, hardly able to buy groceries for their family. There's so many issues, and people want to focus on the fact that Jeffree Star and Kanye West allegedly were possibly having some sort of romance. You guys, I'm all for a little gossip, a little celebrity tea, a little bit of entertainment here and there, but to see so many videos focused on, you know, first of all, Jeffree Star makes this response, and it's the most viewed video that he's had in a very long time because people are fucking over him. It's tired, it's boring, nobody cares. So he responds to it. I didn't even watch his video because I really don't care. But then you see all of these other YouTubers making videos about this. And I get it, it's for views, it's for clicks, but can we stop giving stupid people attention? How about that? And especially if you're not coming to the table with some direct criticism, or you're gonna call it out for being what it is, which is really dumb, why even make a video? And I get it, I'm asking that question, but I already know the answer to it. But it is so dumb. So that was another thing. I saw everything falling apart literally right outside my, backyard. And then these videos coming up talking about Kanye and Jeffree Star. Like, it's really just so stupid. I would love in 2021 if we can stop giving stupid people, and if we could stop giving bullies a fucking platform on YouTube. That would be fantastic. So anyway, those are my rants. Those are my complaints of the moment. If you liked it, please leave me a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.